All right, guys, welcome back to the show. We are quickly wrapping up the metal on the outside of the house, which I'm super pumped about. This weather has been crazy. It's been raining, it's been snowing, it's been warm, but mostly mud. So we're getting close on that. But we want to talk a little bit about the internal framing. We've got everything ready on the inside for what we can do to be ready for spray foam. Spray foam is happening next weekend. I'm super pumped with the new spray foam guy that I used on this last garage that I built. He does a really good job, and he's gonna do this, not this weekend, but the following weekend. So I'm all ready in here, so I'll go in here and show you kind of what we got going on and talk about it. We'll just go through here, the inside. There's no interior walls put up yet, and that is the benefit to a post frame home, is you can do the entire outside, get it closed in, and then work on the inside. But there are a few things you need to do to get ready for spray foam. We got all the ceiling joists up just because on a rainy day, we decided to put them up. We used undermount hangers, and they're 2x4s. That span, some of these bays are 8 foot, a couple are a little bit smaller. So get up here on the ladder. You can see the undermount hangers. They're put in there with Tico nails. I have a Tico nailer, same nails that I used to put in the dropped in purlins. But these are all our ceiling joists, just 2x4s. That run from inside of the bottom cord of the truss to inside the bottom cord of the truss. And they're 2 foot on center. We did that through the whole thing. That's not necessary to have done before the spray foam guy comes, but it was rainy, so we got it done. All right, we're gonna cut our ceiling joists and we're gonna gang cut them. So I can get 2 sets of ceiling joists out of this, so I'm gonna cut them all at once. Got the 2x4s set up on end. I squared them, put a screw in this big square to hold them in place. 94 and a quarter. I'm gonna do it on this side. That'll probably work. 94. 94 and a half. Good? Yep. You can just zip through and cut them all at once. And if you're saying, well, Paul, I don't have one of those saws, you can do this exact same thing, but just laying them flat. You just won't probably be able to get as many. All right, guys, we are putting in all of the ceiling joists in the house today. It's too muddy to do house wrap, and that's what we have to do next. But I wanted to talk about these. This is an overmount hanger, which is what we used for our dropped purlins. You can see, if you look at these closely, this is a lot beefier, but it's gonna hold the weight of the sheathing, your roof, snow loads, all that, so they have to be a little bit stronger. This is an undermount joist hanger. So this goes up underneath the bottom cord of the truss, and then a ceiling joist can sit on both sides. It just makes it really quick and easy to hang your ceiling joists, and we'll show you installing them. But I just wanted to explain those two different ones. You can get these at your local hardware store. Sometimes you might have to order them, but this is an undermount and this is an overmount. So you can see here's an outside wall. We are doing internal girts on this one. So they're gonna be 2 foot on center. Bottom one is green treated. We have that installed. This plastic goes down along this ICF form and underneath the insulation and slab of the concrete. So this will all get trimmed off, and this whole inside bay from the bottom of this green treated internal girt to the bottom of the exterior grade board is gonna get filled in with spray foam. So he's gonna seal all this up. The insulation for the ICF form is gonna get attached with spray foam to this exterior girt, and it's gonna continue up the wall. He'll start out by filling all these gaps in. This is very important. With spray foam, you want to make sure that your spray foam builds up these spots behind your columns prior to spraying everything else. Same thing with your cross bracing. Start by filling these, and then he'll come all the way up, and you can see we have our top girt already on, and then we capped off. Let's see if I can find you a spot where you can see good. It's a little lighter over here. You see there's our top girt right there, and then we have it capped off with plywood. So we ripped plywood and just nailed it to the top, so he can fill this void up here. So that will get filled just like the bottom, sealing that off from the unconditioned attic space. If you had a conditioned attic, the spray foam would just continue up the wall, up the ceiling, all that kind of good stuff. But this is very important detail. Especially on a post frame home. This gets overlooked just because of the way it's built. The columns go all the way up. Typically you have external girts, internal girts, and that leaves a void from the inside conditioned space up into the attic. And you don't want that. You want to get that sealed off. So we put plywood all the way around to seal that off. And then he'll put the spray foam, fill that whole bay up there, and then come down the side. So this will be a really efficient house. It's got 9-foot ceilings. It's a little over 1,600 square feet. But the next step is the spray foam, and then once he comes in, gets the spray foam done, we will put all the exterior, or all the internal girts the rest of the way up, and then we can build all our walls. So that will be done next weekend. We're pretty much ready. We just have a little bit of steel over here on the front porch. You can see where it's light to finish up. But other than that, we're pretty much ready, waiting on this sliding door, which should be in soon. If it doesn't get in, I can just run the steel over that so he can go ahead and spray it. But that's going to be a wrap. That's the introduction to the interior framing. We'll try to get the spray foam filmed if we can. If not, we'll film the finished product. But if you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to send them to us. Also, we have a Patreon build group where every month we talk about a different topic. We give the topic in advance so that you can ask questions. I'll go through the topic, then answer everybody's questions. It's a pretty sweet deal. There is a page where you can go to and talk with other people who are members. Hopefully as it grows, we'll be able to kind of create regional groups so you can talk to people who are building in your same location. So that's the goal of it, to get you in contact with other people who build in your locations so you can have up-to-date information on that. But as always, we appreciate you watching, and we will catch you on the next video.